Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So guys, how are you all? Welcome back to my channel that is still Eleanor. See what is happening here in this video. Okay, please don't get confused. I will explain you why I am making this video. So this video is very helpful for you guys. Please listen to me till the end of this video. Okay, don't skip the video. Again, I am telling you, if you skip the video, you may miss some of the points. Okay, whatever I am showing you or whatever I am talking you here in this video, please make a list and keep this all stuff aside, okay, before you go for the exam. Okay, all you need is, of course, the most foremost important thing is a pen. Okay, without pen we can't write exam. That's why keep 2 to 3 pens with you. Okay, then you have to take a pencil and an eraser. Okay, then keep some stick pens. Okay, no need to take out all the stick pens, and keep some sketches also, because it will give you a bold line. Okay, it will highlight the main heading. Okay, that's why. And you have to take a sharpener and a scale. Okay guys, this is also very important. I will explain you why this all is very important to carry. Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you, don't take the new pens to the examination hall. Okay, why? Because if you take the new pens, sometimes they will not write. Okay, that's why please check it out on a rough paper before you go for the exam. Okay, then the second thing you have to keep is the stick pens. Okay, take thin stick pens. Okay, which means it just similar to the pen. Then you have to carry two pencils. Okay, why? I will tell you later. Okay, why you have to carry two pencils and 2 to 3 pens, like that. Okay, then you have to take two erasers with you. Here you may get a doubt, why ma'am you are telling two erasers, one is enough na? Then I'll tell you why you should carry two erasers. Okay, so then you may take other set of pens also. Okay, here I'm showing you two types of pens. One is ball pen and one is normal pen, like that. Okay, then you have to go for the sharpener is also very important. Then you have to carry a big, means a long scale. After that, I'll recommend you to carry some sketches. Okay, which will give you the bold highlight feeling. Okay, and along with all these items, you need to carry a water bottle also. Okay, let me explain you why you need all these items. Okay, so guys, for every student you must have at least 3 pens. Okay, that 3 pens should be writable. Okay, why I told you to keep 3 pens? So 2 pens for you, and one extra pen if in the examination hall, if your co-student, if anyone or in your room, if their pen is not working well, at that time you may offer. Okay, helping is also a good thing. Okay, if you help someone, then Allah's help will be with you always and always. Okay guys, then I told you to keep 2 pencils. Okay, as I told you before, if someone needs a pencil, you may offer them. Likewise, 2 erasers also you need. Then you have to choose any 2 to 3 stick pens, but don't use green and red stick pen. Okay, as well as sketches also, don't use green sketch and red sketch. Okay, then you have to carry a long scale. Okay, and one sharpener also. Okay, these are the things you need to carry. Okay, please keep all this stuff aside, ready before you leave for the exam. Okay, now we'll see the paper presentation. Means, what are the tips for the good presentation of paper in the exam? Okay guys, but before that, let me tell you one thing. Before the question paper, they will provide you a booklet consist of more than 15 to 17 pages. They'll give you. Okay, in the front page you have the instructions. Okay, just you need to read each and every point and try to understand what is given here. Okay, when you turn that page, from that you will have the blank papers. Okay, and that will look like this, something like this. Okay, so you will have these clean white blank papers. Okay, then what you have to do, please first of all be cool, calm your mind, don't be in panic. Okay, I know you will all have the nervousness because it's your first exam. That's why if you give your 1 to 2 exams, from third exam means from English exam, you will get into a habit. Okay, so your booklet will be like this. Okay, this type of pages you will have. What you have to do, so first of all, what you have to do, you have to take a pencil and a scale for the margins. You have to draw the margins in each and every page, but don't use any sketch or stick pens for margins. Why? Because if you use stick pens or sketch pens, at that time sometimes it will go in a wrong route. Okay, that's why it's better to use a pencil. Okay, if it goes in a wrong route, you can erase that line itself. Okay, that's why always and always use pencil for margin. Okay guys, I will draw a margin and show you how you should draw the margin. Okay, please draw the margin. Four side margin means square shape margin. Okay, because this will give you a good and better look for your presentation. Okay, so first impression is the best impression. So draw a single margin, four sided margin, or else you can say square margin. Okay, you can draw a single line, or else if you want, if you have time, if you have well prepared your exam, then you can go for the double line margin. Okay, like this. Okay, it's totally your wish. If you go for double line margin, it's well and good, or else you can choose the single line margin as I have shown you before. Okay, I will keep both the margins separately here, one after the another, means beside each other. You can choose this one or else this one. It's totally your wish. Okay guys, and one more thing guys, for the first page margin, your margin should be like this, means you have to leave some space, more than 2 inches space at the top, so that you may write it down your hall ticket number or else something at the top of the heading like this. Okay, this will give you a good impression for your first look. Okay, so from the second page you can go for the margin as it is, whatever I have shown you before. So after completion of marking margin for each and every page, so in the first page you have to write it down your hall ticket number, whatever your hall ticket number is. Here I am writing just a random number here. Just write it down your hall ticket number like this, and at the top you may write. This is not mandatory guys, this is not compulsory to write. I'm just showing you which gives you a good impression for your first page. Okay, then write it down Telugu SSC Public Exam 2025. Okay, please write it down in a bold letter, means capital letter itself. Okay, so in this way you can write it down. Okay, this is not compulsory as I told you before. Okay, it's totally upon you guys. If you write, it's well and good. If you leave it also, it's good. Okay, no need to worry. Okay, before writing the answer here in the space, you need to keep some points what I am going to discuss you here. Okay, first of all, read the question paper once or twice. Once or twice you need to read the entire question paper. Don't be panic, don't be hesitate in reading the questions. Okay, please calm your mind and read down the entire question paper. If you read once or twice, then only you will be able to understand which questions are easy for you. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do, you have to understand the question. Then you have to answer in points. How I should present the answer? You have to answer the question in points. Then stick to the point, or else start with a brief introduction. And if you want, you can write down the conclusion at the end. Okay, so these are the points you need to keep in mind while you are going to give the answer for each and every question. Okay, and most of the students are just writing in hurry, means they are not writing very neatly, means the examiner facing it difficult to read your answers. That's why please use readable handwriting. Use simple, don't use cursive handwriting, don't use this and that handwriting. Please use simple handwriting. Give space between two words. Okay, use legible handwriting. Allow space, allow enough space between two words. Use space between two words. Okay, then you have to use subheadings, or else you can write your answers in a paragraph. Okay, if you want, you can write it down in a table format, or else wherever necessary you can draw the diagrams also. Okay, and one more thing, use bullet points, guys. Okay, do you know what are bullet points? Bullet points is nothing but pointing your answer, means first point, second point, like that. You can use 1 2 3, or else A B C, or else you can draw any bullet points like star mark or circle mark, like that, or else numbered the list. Okay, and if you think that some points are important, just underline the important points, like author's name, you just underline the author name, or else you just underline the year, like that. Highlight some points so that the examiner get to know this is the answer. So by seeing that underlined part, he or she will give you the total marks for that particular answer. Okay, in this way you have to maintain your answer. This is the instruction how you have to give the answer for the particular question. Okay, and one more thing, if you complete one question and if you go for the second question, you have to draw a line. You have to find lines after each and every question. Means after answering each question, you have to draw a line so that it will be separate the answer for the next question. Okay, and it will be good for the examiner to read your answers. Okay guys, don't worry, I'll show you practically here how you should write in the answer key. Okay, for that you have to take a stick pen of your color except red and green color. Then start writing in the middle of the page section A. If you know the answers of section A, write it down section A in a bold letters, means in a capital letter itself. If you know the answers of section B or section C, start with that section itself. But make sure you have to write it down in a bold letter so that the examiner will get to know which section you are going to start. After that, underline it. Then in the margin, you have to write it down first one answer, first A. Okay. No need to start with the first question itself. If you know the answers of any question, just mention that question number boldly. Okay, first answer, or else you can write it down 13th answer, like that. Okay, then here I'm not writing any stuff here, I'm just writing in this manner so that you may write it down. If it is Telugu, you just maintain the same for Telugu, same for Hindi, same for English. Okay, but make sure you have to give space for between two words. Okay, like this, which shows a good impression for the examiner. Okay, make sure you have to write it down like this. Okay, suppose this is your answer in the first line. If you still have the answer for the second line also, you just maintain the same, write it down neatly, maintain enough space between two letters. Okay, and if you complete your answer here, suppose you are ending your answer here, then what you have to do, you have to end up your answer with full stop. You have to make sure you have to put full stop. Okay, and if it is English language, you have to make sure you have to start with capital letters. Suppose my first word is the, THE, so I have to use the capital letter the, like that. Okay, this one you have to make sure first should be capital and end should be full stop. And here you have finished your first answer. Then what you have to do, you have to take a pencil and a scale again and draw a line, how I am showing you here, like this. Okay guys, are you getting my point? And you have to use a pencil itself. You have to use always a pencil, not a sketch pen, not a stick pen. Okay, say no to stick pen, then use a pencil and draw a line. It's totally your wish guys. You can draw a single line like this. If you want, you just leave it like this, or else you can draw a double line, how I am showing you here in the video. Okay, this will also gives you, means shows a good look for your answer. Okay, so after that, if you know the answer of the next question, please make sure you have to write down the question number correctly. Like suppose you know the answer of second question, write it down second answer. If you know the answer of 5th question, write down 5th answer. If you know the answer of 15th question, write down 15th answer. Okay, whatever section you have started, so from that section itself you have to write down the question numbers correctly. Okay, so I have chosen here the second answer. So my answer is finished here, 1.5 line. So after completion of my answer, again I am drawing a margin. Again I am drawing a line, a barrier line between two answers. Okay, here I am choosing double line. That's why I am drawing double line for each and every answer. If you choose single line, then you have to draw single line for each and every completion of answer. Okay, if you choose double line, then use the same in the entire paper. Then I know the answer of 5th question. That's why I am writing 5th one answer. Okay, here I am writing my answer like this. Suppose, okay, let me tell you one thing here. If 5th question answer is like, write down the difference between any two subheading like XXX and YYY. If the question is asking you write down the difference between so and so, okay, then you have to make sure you have to write it down the subheading like difference between whatever given you here, like XXX and YYY. Okay, so like that you have to mention the heading, subheading. Okay, then after that you have to underline that so that it will give you a good look. Okay, if you underline, then the examiner will understand this highlighted heading. Okay, please underline with a stick pen. I told you to choose a blue stick pen or else any of your stick pens, but except green and red. Okay, so after that you have to draw a neat table. Always draw a table and a margin with pencil itself. Don't use any stick pens or else sketch pens. If you choose sketch pens, it mark will be left for the back page also. Okay, that's why don't use sketch pens, always use stick pens, but I will recommend you to use pencil for drawing a table and for the margins. Okay, because if it get mistakenly you have taken the line for the wrong route, you can rub it with an eraser and make it correctly. Okay, so suppose this is my table. Now I am differentiating 2 points between like X, 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 Y, Y, Y. Whatever given you in the question, just mention. And you have to start with a points. Okay, you can use 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C or else star mark or any bullet point. Okay, so suppose this is my first point, then start, if you complete the line here, then don't start under 1, means under bullet point, start below the text. Okay, so here also same, start with a bullet point, then write down your answer in points, then start the second point like this, means second point should be under the above bullet point. Okay, so like this, so write down the second point here in the second whatever given YYY in YYY, then write down third point also. So just have a look at this here, see how well it is looking. So you are seeing clearly 1, 2, 3 points and stuff separately. So in this way you can write it down whenever you will give the questions like write down the difference between so and so, like that. Okay, so guys, in this way you have to write it down. In this way you have to maintain your answer sheet. And suppose you are writing your last question, okay, then you have to mention the question number like 33A or B, like that. Okay, then write it down the answer for that particular question. Okay, suppose this is your answer and you have end up your answer sheet here, then what you have to do, again you have to mark the margins here, double line. Okay, so that it will show you that you maintain the same till the last answer. Okay, it will give you a good impression. Okay, then after that write it down the end here at the end. If you completed all your answers, then only you have to write it down the end. It's not necessary, it's not mandatory, it's not compulsory to write it down the end, but it's good if you write it, okay? Or else you have to just strike it off like this, okay? It means it shows the examiner that you have ended your answer sheet here, okay? This will show you this point, okay guys? Again I'm telling you guys, please carry two pencils with you, two erasers, and more than 2 or 3 pens, okay? And before you go for the exam, please check out your pens whether they are writing or not. If you choose the new pen, then you have to face the problem like this, okay? That's why it's better to choose a good pen before you go for the exam, okay? Always take a right pen for the examination, okay guys? These are the small tips, okay? And last but not the least, let me tell you one thing. After completion of your exam, please don't be hurry to submit your answer sheet. Please check it out once or twice, each and every paper, each and every question, whether you have covered, whether you have write each and every answer or not. If you miss any of them, please write it down at the end. If you have wrote all the answers, then it's well and good, okay guys? Please keep all these points in your mind before you go for the exam. Check it out section wisely. Have you covered all the answers or not? In this way you have to cross check all the answers according to the question paper. So guys, this is all about this video. I hope guys this video is very helpful. Whatever I have taught you, whatever I have shown you, whatever I have discussed you, it's all helpful for you. Please hit the like button, share it with your friends so that they may also know the points. And if you are new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye, take care, all the very best. I really wish from my bottom of my heart that you all should pass your SSC board 2025.